The Johnski is a YouTube channel run by and run for people over the age of 13. People under the age of 13 should click off of this video right now, or watch with a parent or guardian. Viewer discretion is advised.
You don't scare me!
Milit's freaking Tonight Militiaman. My name is King Prime and welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at another one of the newish, brand new, in the ballpark of new figures released from the Star Wars Vintage Collection line. That being the new gaming greats Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Heavy Assault Stormtrooper, which is essentially just a Stormtrooper with a Z6 Rotary Cannon and a nice shield up there and a blast effect, which is actually pretty cool. Of course, I have a carded example here. You can see the figure still inside. Just going into the card real quick, we have the nice screenshot of the Stormtrooper from the game. This isn't art. You can very easily tell that this is from the game. You can't really tell on camera, but in real life, yes, you can tell. You have the Jedi Fallen Order trades, which look great. It would be great if we could get a fucking Cal Kestis with this trade, because we are still waiting for that asshole. The name and the red backing on the card. The Kenner trades on the back. We have the other two Gaming Great figures, which you can barely tell. I have to flip the camera upside down to show it. You have the Stormtrooper Commander from Force Unleashed, and then this guy from Fallen Order. Of course, some legal jargon down there. And that's it. Like I say in every one of these reviews, these cards are all the same. They only really matter if you like carded figures, which I don't. I just have another one of these because I'm a filthy fucking army builder. Freeze frame. Freeze frame on freeze, and here we have our dear trooper. I'm going to move the accessories out of the way for now, and I'll show you those a little bit later. Real quick though, we'll take a quick look at the figure itself and zoom in here because my camera is dog shit and I can't actually see what I'm doing without it. So this figure is essentially just the Star Wars Vintage Collection Walmart exclusive Stormtrooper from A New Hope, because it has these nice rocker ankles. That's essentially it. If you have this figure, or you have the one of my previous reviews, the Incinerator Trooper, or the new Gaming Greats Stormtrooper Commander, or any other of the newer age Stormtrooper figures, you have that figure. Or you have this figure at least. In fact, if I just pop his head off and put his head back on and remove his pauldron, there we go. Boom. This is the figure that I've kept whining about in every single one of my videos. This is the one. And I can't find it, but if you get 50 of these things and pop their pauldrons off, and knowing the Gaming Greats figures, you actually probably could do that because those do not sell well, you will have yourself a Walmart exclusive Stormtrooper, like this one. But overall, not bad. Figure stands decently well, and by decently well, I mean not really, but, you know, what are you going to do? Taking a look at his accessories, like I just showed off, he has his black pauldron there to indicate he's a heavy trooper. You could also roleplay this as a Battlefront 2 heavy stormtrooper, because the heavy class in the Imperial faction wears a pauldron similar to this. You also get a Z6 Rotary Cannon, which is very short. It's actually nowhere near as long as the Star Wars, the Clone Wars figures Z6 Rotary Cannon. It's a completely new mold, which I really do like. You also have a shield on it, like you have in both Fallen Order and Star Wars Battlefront 2, as well as a really cool blast effect, so you can make it look like it's shooting. So, yeah, that's not a bad thing. However, getting this guy to hold this gun, kind of a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. You really can't do it. In fact, I'm gonna try and see how long it takes me to do it. This guy. Okay, you know what? Fuck this. He gets an E11 now. He gets an E11, and he never gets to hold that fucking thing again. Yay! All jokes aside, though, getting into the articulation of the figure, we, as you saw earlier, have a dumbbell joint at the head, so he can get some on. That's all good. Have a pretty decent outward bend at the shoulder, as well as a good elbow bend, and a forward and back hinge at the left hand, and a up and down at the right. This is what makes posing this figure a pain in the ass. If you have a figure that has an up and down hinge here, and a in and out hinge here, it makes holding that Z6 hell. You just can't do it. The way this thing is required to be held dictates that this hand that holds the handle of the rotary cannon, and now I can't even get it in this damn hand, is an up and down joint, so it can do this, so you can actually bend it, which is good. But this hand should also be an up and down joint, so you can bend it down and grab hold of the handle. But instead, it's an in and out hinge, so you can't properly get a grip on it. And if you do, by some miracle, it just falls. Just give me, yeah. And because this Z6 rotary cannon is made of gummy plastic, it fucking sucks. I hate it. This thing's horrid. It's an awesome display piece and an awesome notion to have gotten. Like you can see there, it just doesn't work. It's nice that we have the option here, but this just does not work at all. Even if you take off the Z6 or like the shield and the blast effect, it doesn't work. It's not a top heavy issue, it's a sculpting issue. You can maybe get it to pretend to be in there, but even then he's now pointed that thing at the ground. There's no way you're going to be able to get it up without it looking either ridiculous or falling out. That's just the truth. It's unfortunate. Continuing with the articulation though, and not getting on a tangent, we have the ball joint at the chest, so you can get some nice ab crunch. Doesn't have anything at the waist, and he has the old double hinge hip joint, mind the angle here, in which you have to rotate things at the hip to be able to put the legs up, which is a pain in the ass, which I don't like, but you know what, it's fine. I can deal with it for now. You have a decent you have a decent knee joint here, as well as a hinge at the ankle, and a nice ankle pivot, which is exclusive to the new Stormtrooper molds. Let me quick do a freeze frame here, and show off some size comparisons. Freeze frame.
Damn, bro, you got the whole squad laughing. Now, how about that identification?
Freeze frame unfreeze. Bringing in a comparison here, we're only going to do two because I don't actually have that many Imperials up here to show off. We have the Stormtrooper Commander, which is literally just the same mold. We also have here Shin Migs Mayfeld from The Mandalorian. There are those three figures. Freeze frame. Freeze frame unfreeze. So, overall, this figure is not the worst, I would say. It's really good sculpt. I can't lie about that. It's just that everything else makes this figure make me want to put my fucking head on a wall. The gun sucks. I mean, this thing is fucking atrocious. This is horrid. I hate it. I'm never going to use this again. This figure gets an E11 for the rest of its remaining lifespan. So, yay. The pauldron's awesome. I really like having the pauldron, and this is a nice sculpt. Very good for army building. I think it will do fine there. However, this is really just an average figure. This is the Hasbro shilling money to get nostalgia bait or fandom points from the Fallen Order fandom or the Battlefront fandom, because technically those two are the same exact design, even the same function with the shield gimmick. And I'm not sold on this figure. I have two of them, obviously, because I want to army build these guys, and it's a good sculpt. So, you know, if you want a good sculpt for a Stormtrooper figure, definitely pick up a few of these guys. But if you want a figure that's going to make you put your head on a wall, definitely get this one, because that rotary cannon sucks, and I will never use it again. I hate it more than life itself. So, yeah. Anyway, if you like Star Wars The Vintage Collection, or Star Wars Fallen Order, or the Stormtroopers, or whatever, make sure you share this video with all your Facebook buddies. You know, hearing me rage for, well, unedited now with 16 minutes, and I'm sure someone will get a kick out of it. But until the next review that I'm going to film, I'm just going to try and ignore the this egregious sins that this guy brought upon me. He's going to go on my shelf with an E11, and I'll be happy about that. So, yay! Hell, I might even take off his pauldron and just make him a regular Stormtrooper. So, Maybe he'll get the Z6. Who knows? I probably won't give it to him because it's a pain in my ass. But anyway, my friends, that's it for the review. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. And as always, peace.